Now let's talk about this. Now look at, we have 53.75 raised to power 3. Now look at it. We said logarithm of numbers raised to a power. So you can see this number is raised to a power. Okay, so now first of all, what do? You come here and say 53.75. Now the first thing you need to look for is the integer. Okay, now what would the integer be? To be now taking this to standard form, I told you this would be 5.375 times 10 raised to power 10 raised to power 1. Okay, so the 1 will be your integer. Now let me tell you a trick in which I used to know the integer easily. Now if the numbers here, they are 2, then you say 2 minus 1, that's 1, so the integer will be 1. If the number you're giving is this, okay, and there is no point, how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 minus 1 gives you what? 3. So 3 will be the integer. So that is the easiest way I use in knowing this. Okay, now we have 1 point. Now, what are we looking for? We are looking for 53 under 7 difference what? Difference 5. So what do we have? We have 7304. Now it means you're done with this. Now for the fact that it is now raised to power 3, okay, so you now say 53.75 raised to power what? Raised to power 3. So this will be 1.7304 multiplied by what? By 3. Anything raised to power this, it will be multiplied by that number. If it is raised to power 5, it will multiply by 5. Okay, now so let's just say multiply by 3. Okay, now what do we have? We have 3 times 4, we have 12. 2, you take 1. 3 times 0, we have 0 plus 1, that's 1. 3 times 3, we have 9. 3 times 7, 21. You put down 1, you take 2. Okay, 3 times 1, we have 3. Addition, so you had this 2 to it, that's what? 5. Okay, now your point remains here. Okay, now you're done with this. What do you need to do now? You need to look for the what? For the anti-log. Okay, now looking for the anti-log. The anti-log will give you 155.3. Okay, now this is the anti-log of this particular number. Okay, now what are we considering? We don't know where the point will be. We don't know whether it will have a point or it won't have. Okay, now we are considering 5. Now remember what I told you. I told you that if the numbers are 4, okay, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, you subtract 1 for it to give you what? To give you 3. So 3 will be the what? 3 will be the integer. Now you can see this is having 5. So it means we'll be having 6 numbers here. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because if you're looking for the integer of this one, it will be 5 points. I hope you really understand this. I'm sorry that I'm not showing you the way I'm getting the what's it called? The logarithm numbers and the anti-log. Okay. So this is the answer to this particular question. Having known all that, now let's talk about the final part, which is logarithm of number raised to a fraction. Now look at the question. We have 350 raised to power 1 over 3. Now look at this 1 over 3 is a what? Is a fraction. Okay? The 1 over 3 is a fraction. Now, first thing you need to do, you need to create your table, which is the number and what? And log. Okay? Now you've created your table. Now we have what? We have 350. Okay? Now first thing you need to do is to look for the integer. What would the integer be? Now how many values are here? We have 1, 2, 3. Therefore the integer will be 2 points. Remember what I told you? Or preferably, taking it to standard form, you have what? You have 3.50 times 10 raised to power what? 10 raised to power 10 raised to the power 2. Okay, or preferably I told you that how many are they? 1, 2, 3. So we have 3. Then deduct 1 from it, gives you what? Gives you 2. So that's the integer. Now you look for what? 35. Okay, because there's nothing like under 0. So you look for 35, log 35. It gives you 5, 4, 4, 1. Okay. Now, having known this, now what's the problem? Which problem are we having now? We're having the problem of this fraction. Now, note that this fraction, it will give you something like this. Okay. 3 will be here. And you have the value of the 350 here. And raised to the power this 1. Okay. Now, this is how it will be. Now, having the knowledge of indices. So this is how it will be. Now, what does this mean? It means that the value for this 350 will be divided by what? By 3. Okay. Now let's write it here. We have 350 raised to the power 1. So what's the value for this? It is 2.5441 divided by what? Divided by 3. So how do we go about this? Okay, now 3 here 1, 3 into it's impossible. So we write our 0. Now we take that 2. Now 3 in 25, which is 8. Okay, remember 1. 3 in 12, which is what? Which is 4. Okay, remember 2. 3 in this, we have 8. Okay, remember nothing. Now 3 in 1, it's impossible. So what do we have? We have 0. Okay, so this is the value after dividing it by what? By 3. Okay, now what do we need to do? The final thing is here is to look for the what? For the anti-log. Okay, now looking for the anti-log. The anti-log gives us 7047. Now this is what the anti-log gives us. Okay, now what are we focusing on? Now we need to know where the point will be, and what will help us to attain where that point will be. It is this value here, so which is 0. Okay, it means the point will be here. Remember what I told you? How many number is before this point? 1. Okay, then 1 minus 1 gives you what? Gives you 0. So the value will be what? Will be here. So this is the answer to this particular question. So thank you guys for watching this video, and also stay tuned because I'll be dropping another video explaining the harder part of this logarithm of numbers. Thank you.